Welcome back to Just Scribble for an unboxing from VDS. So if you don't know, VDS has a leather of the month that's a special limited edition leather that you can purchase for that month. Sometimes if it's popular enough, it will get added as a regular leather to their shop, but many times that's not the case. And so the leather of the month may be something that you may only be able to get for that one particular month. It just kind of depends on how popular that leather is. And I've been waiting for VDS to launch a leather of the month that really spoke to me to get another custom cover from VDS. I knew that I wanted to get a custom codex in the pocket size to work with our plans daily in pocket size for 2026. So I've been waiting for a leather of the month that was the perfect leather that really spoke to me, that I wanted to get for my plans daily in pocket size. And for the month of March, they launched a new Nubuck leather, which you guys know is like my favorite leather from their shop, in a beautiful color. It is called Dahlia. And in addition to the leather of the month being this beautiful color that I was so smitten with and knew was the perfect leather for my new pocket cover, it was also offered for, I think if you ordered within the first 10 days, you got fast expedited production. They call it free fast shipping, but basically it is faster production. So if you ordered within this window, which in this case was until the 10th of March, then your cover would be produced and shipped within 10 working days, which is just crazy fast. Right now, their production time, I think, is 4 weeks, but sometimes it can go up to 6, 8, even 10 or 12 weeks, depending on how busy they are. So to get your planner cover, your custom planner cover created and shipped within 10 working days is crazy fast. I ordered my cover within that window. So I got the free fast shipping, so the super fast production period. And so my cover was made, created, shipped, all the things, and already arrived. It actually arrived, I think, on Tuesday. I'm filming this on Sunday. So I've actually had this for a little less than a week. So it came really, really fast, and I'm so excited. So we're going to unbox it and check it out and put my planner in it and see how it fits. So let me cut the box open and get the VDS box out of the packaging box. So included in my order, I did get a free sample of the leather. So this is the Nubuck Dahlia. Oh, I'm so excited. So complimentary sample. And this is the beautiful leather. It is so pretty. I would describe this as a raspberry color. It's a beautiful, fun, vibrant magenta color. But it's not bright like my Myrtille. Let me grab one of my covers that has Myrtille in it. So this is my A6 cover with Janet Leather Dark Brown, which is my favorite Janet Leather color. This is an A6. I do have a video of this planner, so I will link that in the cards up above. I'll try to link all of my custom VDS covers in the cards up above or in the description box, or make a playlist, something like that, just so you guys can see them, because I have a few of them and most of them are in different sizes. So that way you can see the different customizations with the different sizes. But this is Janet Leather Dark Brown on the outside with the Myrtille stitching. And then it is Nubuck Myrtille on the inside with the Janet Leather Dark Brown stitching. And so you can see that although they're in a similar vein, this is a much deeper, richer sort of raspberry color. Where the Myrtille has a sort of vibrancy to it that is definitely distinctly different from the Dahlia. So that is a comparison of the two colors, just so you guys can kind of see. When I saw this, I knew I had to have this, and they did do a comparison. I think it was in their stories, showing this compared to some of their other leathers. And so I knew that it was different enough, but also in the color spectrum that I really, really like, that I would be really, really happy with. And oh, I'm so excited. So to me, I'm referring to this as a raspberry color because that's what it looks like to me. And my little cupcake actually matches it quite well. All right, so that's my sample and my comparison. This is the little card that you get that just says, "Hi, I'm your new VDS planner." And this is my custom cover. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, when we open it up, we have in here, oh, well, that's cool. There was a little note telling me that they sent me a little birthday gift. My birthday isn't until May, but I didn't expect that I would order again before May. So that's super sweet. They sent me a little gift. Let's check out the gift first. So this is, I think, a cume. I think that's how you say it. It's a sort of greenish, bluish, grayish nubuck color. And it is a pen sleeve. That's so pretty. This is the only pen I have like sitting right next to me. But it's a little pen sleeve. And then you tuck the little strap in there. And you have your pen all protected. That's really, really pretty. I like that. That was very, very sweet. I was not expecting that. All right, so we have that. Plus now I have something in this nubuck leather, which I don't have anything in this nubuck leather. And I am obsessed with VDS's nubuck leather. It's just so soft. I don't know, it brings me so much joy to touch, to pet, to hold, to use, and it's extremely durable, which I really, really like. This is my cover. Oh, I'm so excited. So you do get a dust bag now. You didn't always get a dust bag, so not all of my covers came with one of these. And then your cover's always wrapped in plastic, which I actually really appreciate because it protects it in transport just in case your package got wet, which I've had happen from other shops before. Not their fault, postal service fault, but I like that it's in plastic because it's protected. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I'm so excited. All right, so this is a custom cover. So I did make quite a few modifications to this cover. I'm going to try my best to remember all of them as I'm walking you through this, but I know I'm going to forget something. So down in the description box, I will, as I've done with all of my VDS customs, list every customization that I did so that you guys know what I did. So this is my cover. I'm trying to remember, I don't remember. I'm going to put it right here. This stitching, I decided not to get matching stitching. Instead, I got a lighter pink color because I think it just adds a little bit of something to the cover and it just makes the colors pop a little bit more. Like I really liked how I did it here, and I had that little bit of pink because even when it's closed, you were going to see that Myrtille kind of popping out, and it kind of pulled it all together. And in some of my other covers, I've done the same thing. I've done a lighter or a darker color just to add a little bit of something around the edges, and I think it just looks really, really nice. So I did get a chunkier strap on this. I got the A4 strap on this, whereas on a lot of my other more recent VDS custom covers, I have gotten an extreme chunky clasp. So these are larger than the largest. The largest they do is A4, and the ones that I've been doing recently are larger than that. But dimension wise, the A4 was the same proportions roughly as this chunky was on my A6 or my chunky one on my B6. And so it kind of looks the same as far as chunk, and upgrading the size of this has a cost, but adding an additional size to it, like making it even chunkier, would be an extra cost, and I didn't want to incur that. So I thought this was chunky enough for this cute little planner. So I did do that. I did have the strap lengthened, and then I had 2 poppers added so that I could tighten or loosen as I needed if my planner got chunky, or depending on which planner I used, because our Plans Daily comes in 2 different papers, a 75 GSM paper and a 52 GSM paper. So I could tighten it if I was using the thinner paper, or loosen it if I was using the thicker paper, or if my planner chunked up, or if I was pairing another notebook with it. So I did have that lengthened and then the 2 poppers. I did not get the corners squared. I never do. I did add a second pen loop because I carry a pen and a highlighter with me in my everyday carry. I use the highlighter to mark things out that I've completed because then they disappear on the page to me, and the only thing that pops off the page to me is what's left on my to-do list. So I carry a gray highlighter and a pen with me, and so I need 2 pen loops, and then I had them raised. So normally they're about 50% down on your cover, and I had them raised to 25% from the top. So in my A6, I opted not to do that, and instead I left them in the default placement so you can kind of see where it would have been placed. I regret that on this cover. Although it works okay, I much prefer to have them higher up. The reason being that my highlighter clip and my pen clip hold on to the pen loop better when it's farther up. So even though you see the pen loop and the strap doesn't cover it, whereas on here, the reason they do it that way is because the strap covers it. Visually, it's, I guess, more appealing. Functionally for me, it is better higher up. And so on almost all of mine, I have moved the pen loop, but on this particular one, for example, I did not because I was trying to save some money and I regret doing that. So I've now decided that pretty much always I will move the pen loops up. So the pen loops are at 25% from the top instead of the 50%. So that allows me to add my pen or highlighter and slide it all the way down and have the pen clip catch onto the pen loop so that it doesn't wiggle or go anywhere. But it also enables me to merely attach it with the clip, which is what I often do with my pen. So my highlighter, which this isn't the highlighter I use. I don't use a mild liner anymore. I actually use a Monmi, but my highlighter will go over here like fully in the pen loop. But the pen, I almost always just clip it like that. And so I like to have them higher up. I also did not widen the pen loops. I have in the past. I did on my A6. You can see the difference in the size. I think this is the largest I ever got them widened. And to me, 12 to 13 is kind of like the ideal size if you want to widen yours. But I have found that I actually prefer them to be the standard size because I do generally just clip my pen on. I could actually get this made smaller and just use it to clip my pen on. However, that limits me to only using my pen that way, and it also costs me money. And so for me, just leaving it at the default saves me a little bit of money and also makes them functional to me. I did not change the layout in any way. I debated on if I wanted to, but I find that I do like the card pockets. I'm not great at pocket decor, so I don't really need some sort of special configuration, and it costs money, and that's not where I wanted to spend my money. I would rather spend my money adding a second pen loop and moving the pen loops up because that's functional for me, and adding a second popper and lengthening the strap because that allows me to use different things in the cover, and making the strap chunkier because aesthetically I just prefer that. So I'd rather spend the money on those things than the layout. So it does have 1, 2, 3, 4 card pockets, a little pocket here, a slip pocket here, a slip pocket here, a slip pocket here, and then a little pocket there. I did get the black tag because I thought it would pop off of the Dahlia color, and it does. So I really like that. I have in the past done the same thing. Even though this was a brown leather, I didn't go with the brown tag. I went with the black because I just think aesthetically it pops a little bit better, and I just really like it. So that's how that works. Oh, this is going to be too big, but that would be super cute there. All right, I'm getting distracted. So those are the main customizations that I did. The other customization I did was to the width. So we added additional width in the spine to accommodate our 75 GSM Plans Daily planner. So since this is made out of 75 GSM paper and it is a full year daily planner, it's a little bit of a chunky monkey. So we added width to accommodate this planner, knowing that with the dual popper, I could also carry our slimmer planner in it and it would fit nicely. Now I wanted it to fit nicely with the thicker planner, also allow for a small insert if I needed to carry an insert with me for collections or notes or what have you, and also allow for chunking up because the planner will fluff up a little bit as I'm using it. I can actually close it on the second snap, so like the tightest snap right now without any problem, and I have plenty of room for my pens, or I can put it on the first strap and I have a little bit of room to put a notebook and a little bit more room for my pens and then the growth of the planner. So that's how it looks with this one. And I do have a video sharing the setup of this planner with you guys. So I'll link that in the cards up above so you can check it out if you've missed that. But this is my everyday carry for Q2. And this is the cover that I'm going to be carrying it in. It's probably the cover I'm going to carry it in for the whole quarter, unless for some reason I get bored. I do have, I think, 2 other covers that this, I think I have 2 other covers that fit pocket. I have a Chic Sparrow. I don't know if it fits this planner. I haven't tried it yet. It's actually a traveler's notebook, so I'd have to kind of test it. And then I have this cover from Paperbound Creations from Cynthia's shop, which is a faux leather cover. And this is what I did have it in, but this is the cover, like my dream cover of what I wanted for it. And then this is Plans Daily in the 52 GSM Koji paper. And I don't have a video up of this yet, but I do have one coming. So you guys will see the setup of this and what I'm using this for. But it also fits in there. And because I, again, added that second popper, it fits perfectly on that second hole, even though it's not quite as chunky as this planner. So I can use this cover for either size of planner, which is awesome and amazing. And I'm really excited. Oh, those are some stickers I bought. I need to put them away. But that is my new custom VDS cover in pocket size. Again, it is a Codex in pocket size in Nubuck Dahlia, and all of the customization details will be down in the description box down below so you can see exactly what I did. I did not get this height adjusted for a clear cover, so if I put a clear cover on this planner, it will not slide in here with that clear cover on because it is like a super tight fit. However, I do have clear covers coming to the shop, and I will probably put a clear cover on this, but I will sort of Frankenstein it. So I will put a clear cover on this just to protect the front from this beautiful Dahlia cover, and also in case I want to add stickers or a decorative piece of paper just to kind of customize it for the season. But I will cut the back part of the clear cover so that I can still put it into this back pocket even though it has a clear cover on the front. So I will kind of Frankenstein that. And when I do that, when they arrive in April and I do that, I will share that with you guys either in a plan with me or flip through or something like that. But that is my unboxing, my video, my share of my new custom VDS pocket cover designed to fit Plans Daily in the 75 GSM paper and also Plans Daily in the 52 GSM paper. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to put them down below and I will definitely get back with you. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this unboxing. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos, and don't forget to just scribble.